Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ozlanders Break Son. This is going to be on YouTube as break number 676. First time we've done a random in a while. This is going to be 6 random conference spots. Thanks to my brother Corey, a.k.a. Bogey79, for that Bogey79 checklist. I just posted that in the room, broken down by the 6 different spots. Pretty evenly spread out here, guys. Be a pain in the ass for me on the sort. But good luck, everybody. Only thing ships is autographs and numbered cards. There's so many inserts in this, guys. It would just be insane to try to sort them all out and ship them. And tons of base. Just like regular contenders as far as the amount of cards. Should have at least 72 autographs here, guys. Let's go ahead and go into screen share mode and go over our teams and participants and do our random. We do have the next case in the store. All 6 spots remaining at this point. If anybody wants to jump in, we could run this back tonight. Also have 28 teams left in the next NT National Treasures Football Pick Your Team case break. Also filling in the store. Store is open 24/7, guys. Didn't have much action this weekend. Let's change that. Do the dice roll here. Use that same number for both randoms. Anything but a 2, always 3 and up on the dice roll. And we are going 8 times. Take a look at the list here first as we start out in alphabetical order. ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, SEC, and other. And this is the order that the spots were taken in the break. We got Mike, Rocket Man, Kevin, K-Nelly83, Triton, 1216, Sean. I believe that might be a split shot with his buddy Mike there, Coach Smata. Justin Hunter's fan, Trevor's friend Zach, Vols 243. Zach, thanks for jumping in the breaks, man. And Bogey79, brother Corey. Once again, we're going 8 times on both. I've already plugged them in here. Let's get it. And after 8 times, as you can see there, we have the Pac-12 on top, ACC on the bottom. Whoops. Plug those in here right quick. It's been a minute since we've done a random anything. Quite a while, actually. We'll do some random serial numbers coming up on the 2018 Collegiate National Treasures and Immaculate. Won't be too far out. Alright, next up, let's go 8 times on the names and match them up. Good luck, everybody. Give y'all a little bit of time if y'all want to do some trades while I'm opening up the case here. See, we've gone 7 times, 8th and final. Corey up top, Zach on the bottom. I'll leave that up for a second so y'all can jot it down or whatever on your end. And Trevor's name's so long here. So we got Bogey79 with the Pac-12. The Big 10 goes to Sean, Triton 1216. The Big 12 goes to K-Nelly83, Kevin. Rocket Man gets the other spot. That's Mike. Justin Hunter fan, Trevor gets the SEC. I believe that's who he was wanting to get. And Vols 243, Zach gets the ACC spot. Zach, I might be interested in any of the 3 NC State guys if you hit them, man. You got Samuels, Chubb, not Nick Chubb, his cousin. It's going to be a top 5 pick, probably, on defense. And I'm blanking on the running back's name. He's got an odd name. But there's 3 Wolfpack guys this year. If anybody needs to see that again, just let me know. Switch back over here where I can see the chat. If y'all do any trade, just make sure and capture my attention here so I can get them written down. He is not. I messaged him on Facebook. That's Mike L on our Facebook group. He's probably working. I messaged him and he hadn't messaged me back. Mike, if you're listening, somebody's asking if you're here. I suppose I want to trade. Probably for that Cortland Finnegan boy, huh? That'd be my guess. He's the only one that's not watching right now, as far as I know. Zach may be watching on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure. Let me check over on YouTube, make sure he's not watching over there, Mike. Guys, y'all are all in the Facebook group together. Y'all can message him too. Just saying. We all friends. I'll message him again and tell him that there's a couple people wanting to talk to him about trades. Let me look. On my phone I can see easier. I don't think he saw the first message yet. Oh, wait. Yeah, he hadn't saw the first message yet, so he's probably busy at work. He's on the West Coast, so it's like 5 o'clock there, and he works all kind of crazy hours. So, he's on the West Coast, so it's like 5. Of course, he would be the one that 2 of y'all want to trade with, but yeah. I'll go ahead and rip open the case here while we're contemplating trades. About didn't make it online tonight, y'all. I feel pretty rough. If it's the weather change, allergies combined with other stuff, I don't know. But thank you guys for being here and making it happen. I didn't think we'd have any problem filling this one Friday. I intended on breaking it after I did shipping and then just add this stuff to it. But we only got 3 spots taken. Had many more people ask about it. I only have one more case and stuff has already went up $200 and it was either $216 or $218 a case, my price, since I bought this. So this will be it for me. I seriously doubt I'll get any more. If I do, it'll be at a much higher cost. So, I'm doing it super cheap, especially compared to that price jump now. So, that other one is in the store. I've got 5 more cases of NT left with 28 teams total still remaining. We need to make some moves, guys. The store's always loaded up 24/7. Tell a friend or 20. Corey says pull him some icy quarterback. And he's in the next one for sure. I know Kevin showed interest. You know, you guys, more people are out to jump in if we have 4 spots left instead of 6, just saying. So y'all let me know by the end of the case if y'all want to do another one. Are we going to tap out on any trades? Looks like the only 2 trades that people were interested in. Mike had, he's not here. Seeing let's rip. Give myself a little more room here. Yeah, it's nice. It's only 6 packs. There's still a lot of base, a lot of inserts. I'm really not sure why they keep on putting more and more inserts in contenders. There was more in regular contenders this year. But there's always been way more in the college. I mean, whatever. If there's anything specific anybody's super interested in, let me know later. But I mean, we're talking about 10-cent cards, so. Alright, let me get up where I'm seeing what you guys are seeing live. Shuffle through these fairly quick. Just want to make sure I don't miss any numbered cards. We got an Alvin Kamara, numbered 48 of 49 for Tennessee right out the bat. Little Trevor PC there. Right behind that, we have the first auto. Philip Lindsay. See if I can get us a little better lighting here. Philip Lindsay. Pretty deep on the running backs. Everybody's talking about the quarterbacks. We'll have 5 quarterbacks in the first round and at least 3 others probably in the top 3-4 rounds. The running back's pretty deep this year too. Philip Lindsay out of Colorado State. And 5 inserts just in the first pack, huh? Steve Spurrier card. Next up, what a name for Boise State. Leighton Vander Esch. Crazy looking autograph. Another college ticket. The linebacker out of Boise State. I actually know that name because I watched Boise State play quite a bit. He's supposed to be a first rounder. I know the name. I do see them play quite a bit there. Probably sticks out more too since it is kind of an odd name. It doesn't look like any of these base inserts are going to be numbered. They'll be flipped around if they are, I'm assuming. Of course, I'll double check everything after the break. Next up is Ian Thomas. College ticket. Yeah, the only numbers will be flipped right beside the auto. That's what I was assuming since that Kamara was that way. Yeah, that's a lot of a stretch. I don't know that anybody could compare, buddy. Tight end there out of Indiana. So y'all let me know if y'all want me to go faster. I'm kind of super curious about these guys and trying to learn them at the moment myself. So I was looking at one of the wide receivers that'll be in the first round coming out of the ACC earlier. Next up, out of Stanford, college ticket, Dalton Schultz. Yeah, I don't think we have anybody in this one that's in a super big rush or anything. Tight end. Kept it all on the sticker there. Trevor says you get 4 Dalton Schultz per case. Well, it looks like I just got a response from Mike. Yep. Mike's response to the trade scenarios, or he's at work, sorry. So I take that as he can't come in and talk about it right now. Oh, who's this guy? Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb out of Georgia. There you go, Trevor. Crazy auto to keep it all on. Oh, that's on card. Never mind. I was going to say on sticker. On card auto there. Gave Trevor a chubby, huh? I'll put that one in the thicker type top loader here. Premium joint, son. Well, pretty nice out of the first box there. College ticket. And Traquan Smith out of UFC. Traquan is a wide receiver. Not as many great wide receivers in the draft this year, but we do have at least a couple in the first round. And that's box number 1. I know that was kind of a snail's pace. So, like I said, let me know if y'all want me to go quicker. So how much does the Nick Chubb sell for? I know you probably looked it up already, Trevor. What you know about Corey Robertson? Let's just hold that first pack. What we got? Oh, there he is. At an NC State. Jalen Samuels, college ticket. Next case, I might buy the Wolfpack rights off somebody. Dude right there is just an all-around Swiss Army knife, as they say. They put him as a tight end, I believe, is technically fullback. You got him as a fullback. Tight end, wide receiver, fullback, running back. Jack of all trades on him. Next up, Darius Fountain. Never heard of him. Darius Fountain. He is a wide receiver. It was the regular college ticket on the Chubb. Trevor, how many rooms are you in right now? Focus, Danielson. Next up out of Stanford, Harrison Phillips, defensive end. Pretty cool picture on that one. I'm just fucking with you, man. Really? I figured it'd be more than that. They're also projecting him to be like a third rounder. I don't see how that's possible. I don't think he'll drop that low. Panthers are actually somewhat interested. Damon Webb out of Ohio State. Ooh, cracked ice. Safety Damon Webb. Second box. Seeing some cracked ice. No idea how good he is. OH. Best auto in the draft. Well, yeah, definitely not on that. Yeah, he'll sell either way. This is Ohio State. Odell Beckham Jr. So we got a second numbered card. Wow, cracked ice for LSU. 6 of 23. I'm not sure if I caught out the number for the cracked ice auto. I don't remember. It's 5 of 23. This Odell Beckham is 6 of 23. Little extra added cracked ice. And our auto is going to be a bowl ticket. Number 21 of 99. Tony Brown out of Alabama. He's got a pretty crazy looking auto. He is a cornerback. I've got about probably 4 hours in on talking Trevor into a spot. Tony Brown. But he did get his friend into at least. Trying to push you guys into getting the word out there more. Get some more people involved in our breaks. It's not so long and drawn out. Dallas Goedert. What a name. No idea what school that is. Held as the top tight end in the 2018 NFL draft class by ESPN analyst Todd McShay. South Dakota State. Yeah, that's why that name's familiar to me. That's one of the ones that Panthers are looking at, I believe. They're wanting to draft a tight end this year since Olsen's getting old and Dixon left. Or, well, expecting. That's a weird logo for them. That's their team logo. That Jackrabbit boy. Is that what they are, the Jackrabbits? Baby steps. I just like messing with you about it. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Panini doesn't have the South Dakota State college rights, so they can't use their logo. First time I'd seen that. That makes more sense. First up, in box number 3 is Gamecocks, Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst looks like a linebacker. But I know he's not. He's a tight end. I knew he had to be a tight end as big as he was. He wasn't a receiver with that number. Hayden Hurst. That's a big boy. 6'5", 250. Looks bigger than that. Yeah, once again, that's why that name's probably familiar to me, Corey. Top 3 rated tight end. Panthers are looking for safety, tight end, running back. Offensive lineman. Hey, who's this guy? Bowl ticket, Josh Rosen. Ooh, 5 of 25. Josh Rosen, 5 of 25, bowl ticket, on card. Is that you, Corey? I think that's you. Well, it's not the cracked ice, but it's numbered as low as cracked ice almost. Cracked ice at 23, this one at 25. She's a beaut. Had a little bit of edge wear along the side there. Can't really see it now, it's in the top loader though. There's dark edges. Well, if Corey and Kevin, if you are in on the next case, that's 2. I'm digging this stuff. I got in last year's. I might jump in. That'd be 3. We'd only need 3 more to run it back. We got plenty of boxes here for y'all to get a tingling down in your loins and decide to do that. Just saying. Next up, college ticket, Traquan Smith. Wide receiver at UCF. Talk some of you guys into going ahead and grabbing some teams in NT, and I might just go ahead and get it shipped out tomorrow. Let's make some deals. Get y'all in some NT to get it filling, and we'll do some expedited shipping. Maybe I can get it out day after tomorrow. Probably won't be tomorrow. So I can get this stuff listed. Let's fill them on up. Why wait? We know we all going to be in them anyway. Let's not drag it out so long. Another Dalton Schultz, tight end, out of Stanford. It's up next. And we're not even a third of the way through the case yet. Already seen some nice ones. Look at you. Come on, Trev. That's very, very specific there, sir. Wow. Sonny Michael. Cracked ice. Game day ticket. Non-auto. 2 of 23. That's pretty crazy. I thought it was going to be ink before I turned it around, but still. Good looking card. Sonny Michael. I watched him play quite a bit. I don't know that, huh? Rock Thomas. Another guy where they don't have the college rights to. Jacksonville State. Rock Thomas, running back. No, I mean, I'd rather you tell me. I know you guys like to dig at me for the mispronouncing the names, but even though I've seen him play a lot, I still said that one wrong. There's going to be a lot of that early on. Defensive tackle out of Florida, them Gators, son. Taven Bryan. Pretty cool picture on that one. 6'5", 293 pounds. Just in case y'all didn't know, the section is his number, the row is his height, and the seat is his weight. It's always on Contenders. Pretty sure all y'all know that, though. Yeah, I'd be saying Sony's name a lot. I guess really, as much as I've seen him play, they don't say his first name a lot. I don't know. Box number 4. I know it's another possibility the Panthers are looking at him, but I don't think that they'll draft a running back in the first couple of rounds. You never know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of those guys will drop to the second for sure. So I only have one more case of this guy. It's already went up well over $200 a case on my end. So it's probably all we get. If you want to run it back, let me know. You can pay direct. You don't have to go to the store. It would save me about $7 if you sent as a gift, aka friends and family versus goods, would be appreciated. Let me know if anybody wants to lock in a spot here. We can do the other one next. Philip Lindsay, running back here. College ticket. That name seems familiar. Did we have that one earlier as well? Yep, number 2. That's why he seems familiar, because we saw him earlier. Them Hawkeyes out of Iowa, Corey Robertson. There you go. You're just talking about him a minute ago. Jersey number inscribed on that one. Wide receiver out of Iowa. Is it Southern Miss? My bad. I thought that was the Iowa logo. Well, that's sort of my bad, Kevin, but you got the checklist there too, buddy. Pretty similar to the Hawkeye logo. 7th player in program history to reach 1,000 yards receiving in it. Golden Eagles. Hey, it looked like their logo to me too. Another Harrison Phillips here out of Stanford. Up next. That's one thing I was told about this stuff. Like, there's some tremendously nice cases, but there's going to be a lot of duplicates. And I'm pretty sure that's because the checklist isn't near as big as regular contenders. And then you think about it, pretty much, regular NFL contenders, we normally see at least 4 duplicates. So it's no surprise you might see a few more in this. There's not as many players involved. It goes hand in hand there, fellas. Trevor Siemian. Not sure what they're calling that parallel. 35 of 49. That's pretty, though. I like that. Northwestern Wildcats. Hyperplaid, X-Fractor. That's definitely not X-Fractor. They don't use Topps names. That's why they say checkerboard for the optic basketball and stuff. They call X-Fractor checkerboard for Panini. They don't call it Topps names. Hyperplaid sounds legit. I think that's what they do. Call something as, if it's not Hyperplaid, this looks very similar to what they call Hyperplaid. I think that's what it is. No, I'm not a fan of the X-Fractor look. That's way cooler. Here's a guy that plays right down the road. Or did. Duke Ejiofor. Out of Wake Forest. It's about 30 minutes for me. My dad used to play at the Wake Forest radio station all the time. Defensive end. Another name there. Actually heard of, but can't pronounce right apparently. Ejiofor. Hey, that was pretty close to what I said. I actually do know that name. We got a Mountaineer up next. Safety, Kaiser White. Kazir White. That's probably Kazir. Kazir. One of those. Got a really odd, tiny autograph there. Kevin White's brother, Corey says. Did not know that. Next up, wide receiver, DJ Moore out of Maryland. DJ Moore. Oh, Kevin White's got another brother that plays at West Virginia. I don't believe I've seen a West Virginia game in a couple of years. Maybe one. I'm normally sleeping when most of the college games are on these days since we started this late night stuff. About the only college games I've caught in the last 2 years are the ones that are, 5 o'clock or later. The daytime games I normally miss now. DJ Moore's a good one. Yeah, heck, guys, I'm all for the iciness, but we had an ink cracked ice and a non-ink cracked ice and 2 other big names in 4 boxes. We only a third of the way there. There's plenty more time. This might be one of the slowest breaks ever, but I'm digging it. Out of USC, Deontay Burnett. I know that name. Wide receiver. Deontay Burnett on card. Looks like Derek Barnett. It does quite a bit. It's on card. It's hard to tell on these, Trevor, I know, because that first on card we had, I thought it was a sticker at first. But that's on card. You made me double check. Yeah, he's an RPS guy. The way they've got these cards designed, y'all know that this is going to be the design of regular NT this year too, I'm sure, right? So, it's pretty cool. I like it all quite a bit. I'm not so sure about the color lines in the background. I think they could have done something a little cooler, but I mean, there's only so much. Like I told Kevin last night with my new business cards I designed, there's only so much you can do in a small space, especially on a business card versus this with all the different designs, but you can't get too flashy with a business card. This one has something on the back of it here. I don't know if I can get that to show up in the picture well. And actually it came off, I guess, there. I don't see it now. 14 of 99, Traquan Smith. Was that one of the cards behind it? Bowl ticket, Traquan Smith out of UCF. They say Traquan number 3. Looked like there was something on the back of the card. Well, it's all good now. Anyways. Could be a short print, so it's the first parallel you've seen of him. Well, obviously, to 99. What am I talking about? That'll be alright. Head's a little foggy today. I'll blame it on that. Out of Stanford, another Dalton Schultz. Yeah, the old noggin's not exactly quick on the trigger today. Damn old sinus headaches. And we got another numbered insert. Ooh, third cracked ice. Second non-auto, Mr. Andrew Luck out of Stanford. That one is 5 of 23. A little frosty. Getting icy up in here. And right behind that, out of Marshall, Chase Litton. Look at that auto. Go fancy with, you know, two letters and then just a line. Quarterback out of Marshall. Every time I pull something Marshall, I think about Matt, a.k.a. Herd Fan 87. He don't come around very often anymore, but that's the one big Marshall fan I know. Next up out of Auburn, cornerback, Carlton Davis. Think about Matthew McConaughey. Hey, that's a pretty good movie. I just saw old Matt there, Herd Fan 87, post a mail day today on one of the Facebook groups too. Made me think about him when I saw that. Oh, Colt McCoy. Look at that. We're getting a vet college autograph for the Texans, for them Longhorns of Colt McCoy. Goodness. Flashback City. Value-wise, not the best vet autograph to hit, but pretty neat. And on the box number 6. They're pretty slim to begin with, probably. I did see somebody pull the Peyton Manning 1-of-1. Speaking of that, though. Oh, by the way, Trevor, remember we were talking the other day and you're like, I don't remember any vets coming out last year. We had all kind of vet hits last year out of this stuff, man. I was looking back. Like, I have a run on my phone where I keep all the... Oh, every man's got to have a dream, for sure. I keep all the better hits from every break saved underneath a different file on my phone. I look back. We had all kind of vet hits last year. Troy Fumagalli, I know that name, out of Wisconsin. 66 of 99, tight end. Peyton Manning cracked ice and Nick Chubb cracked ice in the same box. We had a couple of boxes already that were pretty strong. Maybe not quite that strong, but we had a couple of strong ones already. Grab some more of these sticker top loaders here. Yeah, we pulled several. I can't quote you exactly what all they were, but we did several. I think we only did like 4 cases last year or something. Alright, it may have only been 2. We did 4 breaks. I know there were half cases. I think we did 4. So 8 half cases. But I'm not 100% certain. Trey Quinn. That's the SMU logo, isn't it? Yeah. Wide receiver Trey Quinn out of SMU. Next up out of Texas Tech, quarterback Nick Shimonek, something like that. Shimonek, that fella. Little quarterback ink. Michael Irving, Hyperplaid. 1 of 49 out of the U. Miami Hurricanes. And the next one up is going to be a defensive end auto. And it is for a team that is not licensed by Panini. Marcus Davenport. UT San Antonio. Obviously, that's in the other spot there. Next up, out of Clemson, linebacker Dorian O'Daniel. Cracked ice. Ooh, numbered 8 of 23. Little ACC cracked ice there. I believe Zach, first time breaking with us, had the ACC. He did. Congrats, Zach. A little frosty. And Cortland Sutton out of SMU. On card RPS. College ticket. Put that one in a thicker one. Cortland Sutton. And that's going to put us halfway through here. Let's crack box 7. What you guys think? Should I do a recap at the end of this one? It's going to be a long break since we're just kind of taking our time with it. Probably so. Call out all the autos at the end. Trevor says nah. Make him watch the whole video. If Zach's watching, Mike is the only one not watching, so. We normally recap these longer breaks. Out of Oregon, Royce Freeman. On card running back auto. I'm not familiar with him, and that's crazy to say. I normally watch Oregon play quite a bit. I don't recognize that name. Royce Freeman. Obviously a big one being RPS, so I guess I've seen him. Oh, obviously I've seen him play and just didn't know him by name. Learning curve, y'all. Learning curve every year. Oop. Jamon Moore, wide receiver. Is that Missouri logo? Yeah. Jamon Moore. Come on, Jamon. That guy. Yeah, Mizzou. I can say that their little inserts this year aren't that great looking. The college connections are cool. School colors aren't bad. Should have done better on the game day tickets because they're kind of ugly. Not that those really matter to most anybody anyway, but. Another Dalton Schultz. This guy. Is that the third one? Some of you guys made it in here right about was we were starting this break. Just imagine if everybody got on board with grabbing teams when I was offline and we could just jump on and break quick every night. Just saying. 28 teams left in the next National Treasures case. We got a Jason Witt in Hyper Plaid. Numbered 11 and 49. That was the fourth one of him. And next up, out of Virginia, 59 of 99, Kurt Benkirk. Being in the ACC, I've seen him play quite a bit. Quarterback auto. Kurt Benkirk. It's kind of cruel for his parents to do that to him. And next up, another unlicensed team here, Marcus Davenport, defensive end. You saw him a minute ago. This time, though, it is 45 of 99 bowl ticket. A little shininess. This guy, Trevor, buying to a college prospect product. College rookie product, and all he talks about is vet hits. Well, we got a 101. Terry Baker, yellow printing plate. Odd McGrath, another, that's a Beaver. What is that, Oregon State? Oregon State, it looks like. Oh, it says it right there on the back. The Oregon State Beavers, yellow printing plate. Looks like a quarterback. No, absolutely nothing about him. Anybody? Is that any good? Terry Baker. Oh, you're welcome, Corey. Let's go into Corey's spot. This is going to be a whole lot of fun to sort out, I'll tell you that. I thought it was silly to do the random serial number spots for all the cards that aren't serial numbered. You'd have to do the card number, and I thought that was cheesy. That's why I chose to do it this way. I thought this would be the best way to break it. But now it makes more sense. Why a lot of these guys that don't know football very well at all that break are doing it that way. It'd be much easier sort. Oh, it's old school. Okay, I didn't. Heisman winner in 1962. I should have known it was old school from the auto because he's got a real nice, clean autograph you can pretty much read. You can see it says Baker anyway. Looks like either Terry or Troy. I guess you can pretty much just do Terry. You don't see that with a lot of these young guys. You can actually make out what it says. Out of Wisconsin, tight end Troy Fumagalli again. We had him earlier. Oh, Fumagalli. Terry Baker was the only player in history to win Heisman and play in the Final Four on a basketball team. That's pretty neat. So what, 3 cracked ice, or was it 4 cracked ice, 2 autos and 2 non-autos. Printing plate 101. Like 4 bigger names now, at least that I know of. Michael Gallup, wide receiver. Wow, short printed to 15. 5 of 15 playoff ticket, wide receiver. I said Gallup, it's Gallup. Michael Gallup, 5 of 15. Got a little bit of glue like on the bottom of it there below the sticker that came right off. Yep, I've heard that name there. Colorado State. The Colorado State quarterback is one of the guys they expect to go in like the top 8 quarterbacks, I think, too, isn't it? I'm thinking about Oklahoma State. 5 of 15. Man, that might be a little chunk there, especially depending on which team he goes to in the draft. Being numbered to 15. These are the other spots doing well. Another non-licensed team here, Cal Lauletta. And that is a quarterback there. Is that the Richmond guy? Richmond Spiders? It's the only Spiders I know. $30 on the Lauletta. For a while there, Richmond had a killer basketball team. That's mainly how I know the talks of the Patriots getting him to replace Jimmy G. Right on. That's that guy. Yeah, told a bunch of y'all before, my uncle that passed away a few years ago was a professor at Virginia Tech, and when he retired, years after that, he was a professor at Danville Community College for a long time. He retired back up near Virginia Tech and basically bought a whole mountain up there. He had a cool-ass place. We used to go up there all the time. It was always Virginia Tech football games and Richmond Spider basketball up the road. Everybody was always talking about it that way. Khalil Mack, 12 of 23. Cracked ice. 5th cracked ice. Only 2 autoed, though. Man, cracked ice looks better the last couple of years than it used to. I don't know what they changed this past year. But these are just like the 2017 regular contenders. It just looks way more icy. I don't know how to say it, but it looks way better. Y'all see it in person, y'all know what I mean. And right behind that, we have Marcus Davenport, 3rd one of these. It's actually only the 2nd college ticket because we had a parallel of him as well. Yeah, they pop a lot more. It's just like 2017 NFL contenders. They were like that too. I gotta say, it was probably my favorite year for that. I hated to see it go. Same way I feel about NT now. Deontay Jackson, cornerback out of LSU. He's supposed to be pretty high drafted, isn't he? I know that name. I know he's fast. Ronald Jones II is up next. That is going to be 5 of only 25 bowl ticket. That one's got a little weak on some corners here. USC. It's a little rough on this one. It's probably the worst condition card I've seen out of this. I think it's just where the top layer is curled up on the corners a little bit, but it's also got some other surface issues here. Probably not a gradable card. And of course, they say that's a nice one. On card RPS. So I kind of figured that. Not familiar with him right off the top of my head. I have seen him play, though, being a running back for USC. Doesn't look as rough in the top loader. If you guys want to run this back, it's only a 6-spot break. Doing it cheap, basically at retail price. You know, this stuff has cost me an extra 20-some bucks per spot in fees, shipping, and supplies. So this break should really be at least $20 more a spot than what I'm running it at. I only have one more case, and if I was to get any more, it would be at a much higher price for sure. Sorry, I went up over $200 a case on my end. I do have an NT case in the store with only 28 teams left. I say only. Pretty much got your pick. I only have 5 NT cases left is what I meant to say. The link is down below the video. If you're watching on YouTube, the link's on YouTube as well. Store's open 24/7. OzlandersBreaks.medu.com. 2 I's and 2 U's. All you have to do, fellas, I had a couple of new guys recently asking me lots of questions about things, which is a good thing. All you have to do is Google Ozlanders Breaks, and all those links will pop right up or come right to the Breakers TV page, and they're all down below the video. Rasheem Green, USC defensive end. Yeah, I was watching ESPN the other day, and they were talking about, you know, there's all the talk about the quarterbacks, of course. 5 quarterbacks in the first round, and probably 3 others in the next couple or 3. And those guys were talking about how deep the running backs are in the draft compared to previous years. Mike White, cracked ice, 6-1, 18 of 23. I have no idea who WKU is, to be honest. Quarterback there, obviously. Former baseball player, Middle Tennessee. And sent Middle Tennessee packing. So this is Middle Kentucky. The Hilltoppers. Middle Kentucky. Middle Tennessee has a fantastic bluegrass program, music program. That's neither here nor there. Now here's a Hawkeye right this time. This is the Hawkeye logo. Josie Jewell looks like a Juju Smith-Schuster auto. A linebacker. Yep, I could definitely double for a Juju sticker. The Hilltopper guy took over when Brandon Doughty left. I've tried talking to old Matt Duda and his buddy there, trying to get him back in the breaks. There's so many options, other places for y'all to be these days. Can't reel him back in. So I think about anytime Brandon Doughty's mentioned. Not that he's really ever mentioned, but you know. Well, there's his autograph. Mike White college ticket for those Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. No, you didn't, Mike. That's pretty damn cool. Is your boy Cortland making that happen, or you just decided to take the trip? Have you let him know? Do you know him like that? Victor V. Guzman 1209 went to the draft a couple years ago. It was in Chicago. There's a couple of these guys that do. We're going to double up on Jalen Samuels. If this is a cracked ice, I'm going to cry. Jalen Samuels college ticket. What's up, Kyle? What's going on, buddy? Last time I talked to Duda was when Kelvin Benjamin got traded. But he breaks in another room all the time. Or well, he was. Guys, there's talk of running this back. It's only 6 spots. I won't be able to do it this cheap again if we were to get any more, which I'm probably not going to be able to run any more of this because we have 5 more NT to move before Majestic, and that's right around the corner. Derice Fountain. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Mike. Where is the draft this year? Hadn't even heard. I know it was in Chicago year before last. I can't remember last year. Guys, we didn't have very much action in the store over the weekend. Let's change that. Last I checked, there's 28 left in the NT. And I did go ahead and put the next case of this in the store. If anybody doesn't want spots in this and is cool with sending friends and family, that would be awesome. So I'm running this about $20 a spot, cheaper than it should be. Taven Bryan, defensive tackle out of Florida. Also in Dallas, nice. Yeah, I hadn't even seen where it was going to be yet this year. I've been watching all the stuff on ESPN in the middle of the night about it, but don't even recall them saying. On to box number 10. We can make some moves on that NT. I've got guys asking about specials on the Facebook group. Might can get it going and get one of those broke tonight. We at least need to get it halfway so we can make it in striking distance for tomorrow. It's going to be all about those last 5 NT cases after this other, draft picks is gone. I'm not going to order anything else until Majestic comes in on the 9th. I believe that's right, isn't it? 9th or the 6th. Yeah, 9th. 2 weeks from Wednesday, it'll be Majestic. I want to buy the NC State Wolfpack over whoever gets the ACC in the next case. Just saying. I might just grab a full spot. Next up, Philip Lindsay. We saw him earlier. Running back there. Well, that's a losing situation either way there. Hate to break it to you. No Duke guys in the draft this year. I'd be after that too. Corey Robertson. We saw this one earlier. College ticket. Jersey number inscribed. Buddy, Charlotte ain't no closer than Raleigh to me. What you talking about? Matter of fact, it's almost exactly the same. Raleigh might be a little closer, actually. You live way out in the middle of nowhere. What you talking about? Go ahead. You might as well go ahead and chase ECU. I doubt there's any ECU guys. But you closer to them probably than either one of the other two. I'm not selling it by the team anyway. It's $239 a spot. Man up. Leighton Vander Esch, Boise State. This stuff has went up $218 a case since I got these, so you won't see it anywhere. This, like I said, it should be $20 more a spot now. I doubt we get any more because the price would be a lot more than this one. Corey Davis, bowl ticket, 73 of 99. Haven't seen that one yet. Yeah, you guys abandoned ship on me on the NT this weekend. We got to get that going. And this dude's pretty good here. Duke Okafor. Right down the road. 25-30 minutes. Defensive end out of Wake Forest. Kaiser White, we saw that one earlier. Safety out of West Virginia, the Mountaineers, son. Corey Davis. What about Mike Williams? I've heard people say that about both. Everybody always gives Phillip River crap though. Probably ain't gonna be there much longer. I guess, you know, the Titans have a more steady, younger quarterback. And unlicensed college team here, Dallas Goddard. Probably Goddard. Crazy looking auto. See a few of y'all came in the last few minutes. I've been missing some nice hits. This last couple of boxes have been kind of meh, mostly. Tight end there. If anybody's wondering how the conference breakdown is, if you're interested in this, this stuff is going to take me forever and a day to sort, but hey, we got all week, I guess. There's the breakdown of how we're breaking it if you're interested. Thanks to Corey, a.k.a. Bogey79, for the awesome checklist. I had anticipated on us being out of NT by the time this stuff came out. NT hasn't been flying off the shelves quite as quick the last 3 weeks as it was. Baffles me because I know there's going to be so many of y'all once it's gone that's going to be talking about I wish we had more NT. But it would be at even a higher price if it was to get any more. It's $2,000 a case now, you know, my cost, so quite a bit more to run it. Only 5 cases of that left, and we'll say goodbye to the 2017 draft class. And we do have Majestic coming 2 weeks and 2 days. I've got a clean house here. Oh, there'll be people still asking me, am I going to get any more NT in like October, November? But yeah, it's slowed down. I don't get it. What's up, guys? I hadn't paid a whole lot of attention to who was popping in. I just saw the numbers grow. But Jacob, Kenny, Kyle, John was already here. Jesse, Kevin. What's going on, fellas? We're down to box number 11 here of our first break of Contenders Draft Picks. We have a Rock Thomas, and that is one of the non-licensed teams, hence the plain football logo there. And he is a running back with Jacksonville State. Isn't that dude? I actually remember seeing him play. I think he's pretty decent. Jacksonville State had a couple of guys that they were talking about might be drafted. I'm going to do an auto recap here in just a second, y'all, for anybody that may have missed some of the breaks. You can see all the stuff that came out. Richie James, college ticket, is up next. I'm not sure what school that is. It's a tech school, I'm guessing. Still no clue by looking in the back. They're the Raiders. Is it Montana Tech or some shit like that? Anybody know? They're the Raiders. Middle Tennessee. I was guessing the T was a tech school. And out of UCF, Mike Hughes. Cornerback. Middle Tennessee is that school that has the very nice music program I was mentioned earlier. I hadn't realized their mascot was Raiders. How about cracked ice? 7th cracked ice in this case, y'all. 5th non-autoed cracked ice. We only had 2 autos. Deion Kane and Deshaun Watson, 2 of 23. Collegiate connections. Going to the ACC spot, Clemson. 7th cracked ice. What's up, SL Jack? SL Jock. Just like that, bud. That's the breakdown. I only have one more case. And out of LSU, Dante Jackson. Yep, that is in the store. If anybody wants to grab a team and has bought something recently and paid a goods payment, it'd be very much appreciated if you could do it direct, friends and family. I am doing it super cheap to begin with. Save me $7 in fees per spot. We give PayPal enough. Now there's a couple of y'all that are in this break. We're talking about jumping to the next one. 15 of 15 out of Pitt. Jordan Whitehead. Super short printed there. It's like the 3rd one we've seen of 15. I don't know anything about him. Safety. Probably somebody we might be looking at then. First freshman player to be named to the was named a consensus freshman All-American, became the first defensive player to be named by the ACSMAE as the ACC Rookie of the Year since Dre Bly in '96. By the way, guys, if you're just coming into the room, this has been lined since last Thursday. Sony Michael, 2nd one of him, out of Georgia. One for Trev. You're welcome, buddy. They'll probably be gone by the time the draft. That's a possibility for them Panthers, though. I know they've been looking at him. Oh, what I was going to say here, only the autographs and numbered inserts ship, y'all. Had a few people ask me about that. And I'll show you why. This is going to be crazy as shit to store it as it is. And we got one last box left here. But this is why inserts don't ship. All those are inserts. It's a little much. I'm not sure on him, to be honest. I know they're saying Nick Chubb 3rd round, but I don't think that'll be the case. Yeah, that's what they're saying, too, that they think he'll be drafted before Chubb. I did see that, but I didn't see what round they were saying. I know they were talking about mid-3rd round for Chubb. I don't see that happening, but Maybe I'm wrong. Just let you guys know that showed up a little later here. This stuff was going to break Friday, but I couldn't get anybody on board with grabbing teams to the store. Store is open 24/7, y'all. I'm not sure why there's so much hesitation. I see these other breakers selling out 3-4 cases at a time on release day in their store. I just didn't have the time to devote with doing shipping that night too to set for 5 or 6 hours to fill it. And we only had 3 spots taken. Then we had 1 taken Saturday, and then the other 2 were taken a day to fill it. It's only 6 spots been in the break. Edo Smith, you're not going to see it this cheap again. So it'll probably be all we do. It's going to be all about finishing up those last 5 cases of NT after this other college one. Wide receiver there. I am going to do a autograph recap. This has been a pretty long break. We just kind of been taking our time with it. Or not kind of. Been totally going really slow. Milking this one. And no big rush. Darius Fountain is the next one up. He is a wide receiver. There's 7 cracked ice, 1-on-1 printing plate, old school quarterback auto. We have seen about 4 or 5 guys that there's at least 3 autos, and it looks like it's going to be every case like that from what I've been hearing. Harrison Phillips, I think this is the 3rd time we've seen him out of Stanford. Defensive end. The checklist just isn't near as big for 72 autographs, and ought to be different. We know with regular contenders we see about 3 guys anyway. They're duplicates at least. Not more every case, so no big surprise, especially with a smaller checklist. Barry Switzer, what is this? Bowl ticket, Boomer Sooners, 58 of 99. And out of Alabama, Deshaun Hand. Defensive end there. This stuff, by the way, guys, is sold out at Panini. Their distributors and the other guys have it. The guys that want to call themselves distributors, they're just retailers. I don't know if this is Kaiser or Kazir White, but another one of Kevin White's brothers, one of them. Out of West Virginia, we saw him earlier. Safety. And last little bit, like I said, I'm going to do an autograph recap. There's so many. Instead of trying to call out every team, I'm just going to go over the autographs real quick by name. Before we get there, we have, wow, case hit. Case hit to close it out. Dual autograph, college connections, Sam Darnold and Clay Helton, 5 of 23, cracked ice. Ooh! Yeah, the last few boxes weren't nearly as exciting as the first 6. 5 of 23, 8th cracked ice in the case. For you guys that did get here late, stick around for this recap. There's some, I'm still learning the draft class. It's always a learning curve. There's some meatiness in that stack. Wow, that came out of nowhere. I wasn't sure you had it. You're welcome, Corey. We may need to line the last case in the room here so we don't overfill. All right, so we got Kaiser, Kazir White, Deshaun Hand, Barry Switzer to 99, bowl ticket, non-auto. Harrison Phillips, get some focus here. DeReese Fountain. Ito Smith. Dante Jackson. Cracked Ice, College Connections, Deshaun Watson and Deion Kane to 23. These names are hard to see on this from my angle. Mike Hughes. Richie James, Rock Thomas, Dallas Goedert, Kazir White, Duke Ojefor, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I hear it all the time on the news. Corey Davis to 99, bowl ticket. Leighton Vander Esch, jersey number inscribed, Corey Robertson, Philip Lindsay, Taven Bryan, DeReese Fountain, Josie Jewell, Raheem Green, Dante Jackson again, Marcus Davenport, we've seen him a few times, Troy Fumagalli, saw him at least a couple of times. Get our focus back. Bowl ticket to 99, Marcus Davenport. We had a couple of regulars of his and then the bowl ticket. Hyper Plaid to 49, Jason Witten. Dalton Schultz, we've seen him a bunch. Jamon Moore, Marcus Davenport again, Michael Irving to 49, Hyper Plaid. Nick Shamanek, quarterback auto there. Supposed to be the Jimmy G replacement. That might have been another stack. Carlton Davis, Chase Litton, Dalton Schultz again, DJ Moore, Kazir White, Duke Ojefor again. He's decent. Being defensive, probably won't sell for a ton. Harrison Phillips, Corey Robertson again, jersey number inscribed. Philip Lindsay again. Taven Bryan, I believe we already had him once as well. Rock Thomas again. Dalton Schultz again. Saw 4 Dalton Schultz. Traquan Smith. Hayden Hurst. Harrison Phillips. DeReese Fountain. Traquan Smith. Dalton Schultz. Ian Thomas. Leighton Vander Esch. And Philip Lindsay. So yeah, there's probably about 4 in that stack that probably should have been in the better stack. I forgot about the Hyper Plaid Alvin Kamara to 49. Was sitting over there to the side. Some of the better hits here. Pretty substantial stack for contenders to have that many better hits. Sony Michael. $15 of $15. Jordan Whitehead. Jalen Samuels. Mike White. Cracked Ice to 23 of Mike White. Game day ticket. Non-auto. 5 of 25. Bowl ticket. Ronald Jones II. Khalil Mack to 23. Cracked Ice. Non-autoed. Kyle Luletta. 5 of 15. Michael Gallup. Old school. 1962. Heisman winner. Terry Baker. Yellow printing plate. Quarterback auto. The only man to ever play in a Final Four and win the Heisman. Final Four basketball, that is. Bowl ticket, 59 of 99, Ben Kirk. Quarterback out of Virginia. Royce Freeman, that one is on card RPS. Cortland Sutton, on card RPS. Cracked Ice autograph, 8 of 23, Dorian O'Daniel out of Clemson. Trey Quinn. Troy Fumagalli to 99, bowl ticket. Colt McCoy, vet auto. Andrew Luck, 5 of 23, cracked ice. Bowl ticket, 14 of 99, Traquan Smith. On card, Deontay Burnett, RPS. Hyper Plaid, 35 of 49, Trevor Siemian got in the mix here. To 23, cracked ice, Sony Michael, game day ticket. 5 of 25, Josh Rosen. Bowl ticket. Big one there. Dallas Goedert. Tony Brown to 99, bowl ticket. To 23, Odell Beckham, cracked ice. Just cracked ice everywhere. Damian Webb to 23, so we had 3 cracked ice ink and 5 non-ink, I believe it was. a second Jalen Samuels, a Nick Chubb on card RPS. And in the very last box, Sam Darnold and Clay Helton, 5 of 23. Collegiate Connections, cracked ice. Guys, I appreciate it. This one is going to be a breaker's nightmare to sort, but we'll get it done. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. I'll be right back. If y'all want to run it back, let's go ahead and get it, not, let it lag behind here. Be right back. Auslander's break, son. He gone.